What's up? We are live. So, have you ever had such an emotional experience that you had goosebumps, you felt it in your stomach, and you could feel it literally in your eyes and in your nose, and you just felt proud, you felt amazing? I hope you have. I hope that you have. And if you haven't, listen to this story, and hopefully it will give you some insights on how you can have that for yourself. And as I've gone on my journey, I realize time plus energy equals exponential energy. Time plus energy equals exponential energy. And you don't know how it's going to show up or when it's going to show up, but when it does, you really feel it. And so I want to talk about my extremely proud dad moment that happened yesterday. I went to go take my son fishing. He's 4 years old. He's going to be 5 in August. But I go to take him fishing, and this is the first time I've ever fished. And it was terrible. It was probably, I sucked down the line. I couldn't get the line in right. I couldn't figure out how to put it together. I was watching YouTube videos on it, and I did my best. I did my best. I proved how much of an amateur a person can be at something. And my proud dad moment came from when I said to my son, like, yeah, we're not going to catch any fish today, bud. And he looks at me and he says, well, Dad, at least we tried. And we can get better next time. And I was just, there's no words that I could put to it. It was just a feeling that I had, an absolute feeling that I had. And it was so inspiring for a couple reasons, because it made me look back at my childhood. I look back to my childhood and the things I remember about my biological dad when I was 4. The two things I remember was wanting to go onto a Ghostbuster ride. It was a Ghostbuster roller coaster, and I was afraid to get onto the ride, and he wouldn't go on it with me. Just wouldn't go on it with me, and so I never got to experience that. I sometimes look back to that Ghostbuster ride and could never find it again, because I would love to go on that just to say that I went on it. But I remember him not going on that ride with me, and I also remember him driving away. And I was 4 at the time, on both times. And those were the two memories I had of my biological dad. And so seeing how everything can play out, seeing that my son knows that we tried and knows that we can get better, that was a lesson that I instilled in him. And the lesson that my biological dad instilled in me was people don't care about you, and you have to get yourself strong. And I take both of those lessons and say, I'm not mad at my biological for doing what he did. I went through my process. And I went through my process so much so that I realized we're always creating some sort of a ripple effect. Everything that we do creates a ripple effect. And we get the choice on what we're going to create on our journey or what we're going to destroy on our journey. But we always get the choice. We always get final say. And I bring this up because my son showed the attitude that I do my best to show on a regular basis, where it's like, go in on what you're doing and give your best, like give your absolute best. Because every time you give your best, you get a little bit better at it. Like I can guarantee I set the bar so low for fishing that I know I'm only going to go up from there. Like there's no way it can get worse. So that actually excites me to say, okay, next time we go fishing, I'm going to get it even better this time. And I'm going to set the bar even higher, because the goal is to always set the bar higher. Like on the journey, at least for me and for the people that I like to surround myself with. Always set it higher, always do better, always get better, always see what you can do, because it feels so damn good for you and the people that you're around. And now, with what my son has experienced and what he's gone through on his journey, I'm excited. You know, I'm so excited because I'm like looking at this kid and saying he's starting his path the right way. And as we continue to grow and experience, I'm going to see what he's going to become. And I'm going to instill as many life lessons as I can into him so that he can have the greatest experiences on the planet. And is life a roller coaster? Absolutely. There's going to be ups, downs, lefts, rights. There's going to be turns you're not seeing coming. But when you have the right attitude, no matter what, it's only a matter of time. Can't be stopped. And so what I want to gift to all of you is, remember, your journey can get hard and tough, and there's easy parts on the journey too. But we get the choice on what we're going to create on our journey. And I want to create amazing memories along the way. And I've been creating amazing memories with my son. I want to continue to create amazing memories with all of you. And I want to remind people that we become the things that we practice on a consistent basis. You know, if we practice something long enough, we become that thing. I have a very positive outlook in life, so much so that I've forgiven my biological for what he did, because he did the best that he could under the circumstances that he was. And I just get so happy to know that I didn't have to take those and use those as negatives. I really used everything that I've ever gotten as some form of a strength, you know, saying, okay, what can I take from this? And what I took from my biological dad was how strong I could be. You know, you can get so strong on your journey. You just have to put in your reps. And if you keep putting in your reps, you keep moving forward and you keep strengthening, you get to have those experiences where you help people along their way too. Because we're all trying in this game of life. We're all doing the best that we can. And as we're doing the best that we can, I'm going to keep saying these 3 things because this is what it all comes down to it. We become what we think, what we say, and what we act on. We become what we think, what we say, what we act. And so think it, say it, act it. What do you want to experience? What do you want to be in this journey? Who do you want to be around? What do you want out of your life? You know, really ask those questions. Take time. And the answer is not going to be on one sheet of paper. It's going to be in the actions that you take. And it's going to be on the journey that you're putting forth. You know, you're going to build a plan. I talk about my Power of 6. I'm not going to go into that too much in detail today. But we're going to keep doing what we need to do. And we're going to keep moving forward. I'm going to have as much fun on the journey as we can. So remember, there's greatness in you. And it's always going to be in you. Keep holding it down. Keep doing everything in your power that you can. And have fun. Go have an amazing day. Take care.